It seems as if my career here in Tallinn is dependent on Spotify, because I think it's the third time I'm talking based on Spotify on this stage. But for those of you who hasn't met me before, I'm Martin Hauge. I'm a general partner with Creandum. Creandum I started in 2004. And before that, I have a background as an entrepreneur. I have been the entrepreneur of multiple startups. The last one was a company called Interaction Design, which I started together with some partners in 96, 97, which later became Creandum. Today, a company with 500 employees and doing very well based on content management and software. Of course, a great venture capital firm is a part of the recipe to making the next Spotify. So, of course, I will have to also tell you a little bit about Creandum. As I mentioned, I joined Creandum in 2004, but the firm was actually established a few months earlier in 2003. We are investing in the Nordic region, or at least the Nordic region is our main focus. We have more than 20 portfolio companies invested, and we have slightly more now than 2 billion Swedish krona, close to 200 million euros under management. And now I will tell you a little unofficial news. It's not a secret, but it's not public, so it's between us. We have made a first closing in a new fund, our fund number 3, close to 100 million euro. It's included in those 2 billions up there, but close to 100 million euro. And in this fund, we have expanded the Nordic area from Norway, Sweden, Finland, and Denmark to also include the Baltics. So I'm here with wide open eyes to look for the next Spotify. We have the reason for us being able to raise a new venture fund. The climate for raising new venture funds is not very good. I have to admit that. Venture funds at least in Europe has not been doing very well, but Creandum is an exception. Our second fund is doing very well, and according to Cambridge Associates, who is measuring venture funds throughout the world, we are among the top quartile funds globally. And we are investing in 3 sectors. One is what we call the consumer internet sector, and we have a number of great companies there, where Spotify is one, but iSettle, Jace, Wrap, Linas Matkasse, which is in the grocery business, all great companies. We are investing in the software business, mostly software as a service kind of businesses. And we are also one of the few investors now also doing hardware. And we have a number of, as you can see, nice hardware companies in our portfolio. I thought I should bring this up to you as well, because I very often get the question of, when do you really invest? And having a look at this, I can tell you that we are investing in the venture capital phase. When is that? Well, that is before a company reach break-even. It's sometimes in the seed phase, very early stage, and then we invest all the way through the point where the company gets profitable. So we say, for Creandum, we invest early stage, and we invest later stage venture. So, now I'm going to give you an insight into the secret sauce. And this is really this is really what we are doing as venture capitalists. We are all the time working on finding the next big opportunity, the next billion-dollar exit. And billion-dollar companies comes now more and more frequently in our area. Today, we have at least 3 very good examples of billion-dollar valuation companies. We have Rovio in Finland, we have Spotify, and we have Klarna, the payment service company. All billion-dollar companies, all companies that have evolved during the last few years. And I'm going to tell you a few things to look for. It's you have to look wide as a venture capitalist. One of the areas we are looking at is e-commerce. E-commerce is growing rapidly. This is the growth in the US. It's continuing to grow. It's today more than 10% of all commerce in the US is e-commerce, and it's going to be even more. We think there are great opportunities out there, and as you saw, we are investing in e-commerce kind of companies, and we have multiple of them in our portfolio, and we think there will be new opportunities in this area. I have another favorite. We call it Solomo. I was in a restaurant 2 days ago here in Tallinn. I checked in on Foursquare, and when I checked in at the restaurant, they offered me a free drink. It was, if I stood outside, that would be a cheap, what we call a customer acquisition. It's going to be more of it. We have a company in our portfolio called Wrap. Wrap is a gift card way of doing customer acquisition. You get a small gift card, but you have to buy for a lot more in a physical store. And a good example from Wrap is where they made an agreement with Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines that they would provide them with gift cards, and someone got a gift card from someone else for $100. And he used this gift card, but to redeem the gift card, he had to buy a cruise. A cruise costs more than $100. So the first redemption of a coupon from Wrap at Royal Caribbean Cruise Line was a guy who bought a cruise for his family for $10,000. Okay, good business for Wrap, good business for the customer, Royal Caribbean Cruise Lines. We think that today we see only first-generation versions of these companies. I saw Foursquare just now launched a new application or a new edition of their iPhone app, but we are still early, and we are looking for new opportunities in this area, and we are sure that in the coming years there will be new great companies coming out exploiting this opportunity. Consumerization of services. Skype is a great example. But as you know, Skype, it's a system that we have had for some time. Yes, they have renewed themselves, but we also think that this is an area where new things will come. A short while ago, I read in a newspaper that one of our co-investors in Spotify, a guy called Sean Parker, who was a founder of Napster, and also one of the guys that worked with Zuckerberg to take Facebook to what it is today. He has started a company called Airtime. Airtime is, as far as I can read, they are trying to become the next generation of Skype. Maybe, I don't know. But for sure, there is going to be new ideas coming up here and new opportunities. It's a great market. We are looking for companies that are approaching what we call a global market when we are looking for the next Spotify. It's a global market, and it's $1 billion opportunity. TV, video. We see today first-generation applications in this area as well. We all know that Netflix is now coming into the Nordics. And we see there's a number of local players. They are approaching the market with what I call first-generation solutions again. But we are going to see more functionality, more mobility, better quality streaming. And today we are actually looking at a number of opportunities in this region when it comes to video. It's a huge market. And a good thing with this market is that the audience are willing to pay. The audience want to pay for what they get, and they are used to paying. And of course, everyone who can launch a product skipping the middleman. Gaming, now there's such short way from the producer, from the maker of examples like this to the end user. We see that in gaming, we see that in travel, and we see that in books. And I'm also out here in the hall. I've seen some great examples on companies that are working on getting rid of the middleman. But of course, the most important thing, and then since we are close to Finland, a great hockey nation, and I myself are based in Stockholm, also a great hockey nation, I will refer to Wayne Gretzky, maybe the greatest hockey player of all times. And his saying was, a good hockey player plays where the puck is. The greatest hockey players, they are where the puck is going to be. And that's exactly how it is with entrepreneurs as well. So, good luck to all of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Martin. Thank you, Martin. I had actually a question to you. Why Baltics? Are we going to be the place where the hockey player will have to come up? Or?
We think so.
Oh, very good.
We do.
It's a compliment to us.
And you know, guys, I've been here now for some years. Richard he has been kind and invited me. And I must say, every year I'm here, there is a higher level. There is one notch up in the kind of companies that we see coming out of here. And of course, that is one of the main reasons why we have expanded our fund to also now include the Baltics.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you very much.